Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. It's time for a pretty hard match. I expect this to be a rough one. The AI is not good at punching optimally. I think it's going to be our saving grace here. I did buy us a 4th Pestigore. We have 150 TV below them, and they might spend money on inducements, so we might end up with even more than that. Nope, they didn't. Okay, that's fine. So we could buy a team reroll and a Bloodweiser Babe to help us recover from the punch-outs. We could bring in a ringer, like we could hire Goblin with a chainsaw. Honestly, we could hire Goblin with a chainsaw. That's not a bad idea. Brickfarth and Grotti are a pretty good combination. I like the fact that a dude with throw teammate comes with a special teammate who's especially adept at being thrown. That's pretty cool. You have to be way down to buy him. Ludgrip. Ludgrip has tentacles and pass, and sure hands and strong arm. That's interesting. That's a cool star player. Honestly, if we're going to hire somebody, this is the kind of player I was thinking about. Was just like a secret weapon guy. Just see if we can carve through somebody's armor real early in the game. But maybe we're better off just taking a reroll. A reroll and a Bloodweiser Babe. Or like we could get a wizard. I don't think a wizard feels wrong. My concern is not a breakaway. Usually what I like to use the wizard for is to stop breakaways. The lightning bolt is very likely to just drop a ball carrier anywhere on the field. I don't think that's the issue we're going to have here. The issue we're going to have here is that we might take injuries faster than they do, and then we get outnumbered. So, in that sense, bringing a player in whose job is to make the other thing happen seems like a smart play. Right, if we could take one of their Chaos Warriors, or one of their Nurgle Warriors off the field with a chainsaw, that would give us a significant leg up. Especially since we have a little bit of a strength over them, since they don't have a beast. I'm going to do it. Now, we could put in all of our own cash, everything we have saved up, plus the remaining petty cash to also get a Bloodweiser Babe. I don't think I'm going to. Armor breaks are relatively rare on our team. We haven't had a lot of KOs. And I guess that's not a good way to think of it. It doesn't matter what happened before. That's not how probability works. It's not that likely for us to have KOs, right? We're not going to see a huge number of armor breaks. KOs are relatively rare. I think Bloodweiser Babes are a lot more useful on teams with low armor value, where you'll see a larger number of KOs per game. I'm going to save my money for replacing the Pestigore, who will undoubtedly die during this game. Yeah, this is it's a little unorthodox. I tend to do things like pick up extra team training, and it's a little unorthodox, but it should be fun. And also, we have our passing Pestigore. We could totally try a passing play. Nurgle is maybe the worst team to try that against, given, all the disturbing presence auras. But there's no reason that we have to pass from within an aura to somebody who's within an aura. We could figure that out. We could get around it, especially if Max... Actually, this dovetails really nicely with that strategy, because if Max, the insane Chainsaw Goblin, is able to pull a couple of Chaos Warriors off the field, even just one, it'll make it far easier for us to negotiate those auras. We look cool. I think we have a good color scheme. This is just... ugh. Ugh, I say. It's not often that our team shows up and is the prettiest, but I think we've got it today. That's a shame. I would really have liked to punch first. Okay. So, they almost all have block. I mean, I think we're just going to try to go toe-to-toe with them. We don't want to have Max on the line, right? He wants to blitz. He doesn't want to get hit. Put up the inoculator. We could like stack the line deep, right? Maybe I do this. That way we have guard all the way across the line. We leave the Pestigores back to be the fighters. I'll put block Pestigore in front here. Maybe I want to keep one of the Pestigors off field. You know what? Let's swap out the guy with pass. Let's have Pestigors not be in front. We'll use Rotters to be in front. And we'll come in. I like this little closer formation. With a lot of teams, I do the vertical line such that there are no spaces that aren't tackle zoned. But with Nurgle, because Nurgle's a little bit on the slow side, it feels better to have people a little closer to the middle. And also, it's so much easier it's so easy for us to generate a strength advantage that I'm not worried about people running around the sides of us, because we can very easily just push anybody off the field. Awesome. Good luck for us. A little bit of good luck right off the bat. So we have as many team rerolls as they do now. It's a pretty weird formation for them to set up in if all they were going to do was run up on us. Why didn't they just start up on us? The AI really likes this thing where they just kind of come in around the edges of your team. They're going to have a Rotter pick the ball up. This is their big plan. That's just a normal Rotter. He doesn't have... Okay. It's fine. It's fine by me. I'm not going to complain. Poor CTD. This dude has been manhandled maybe as much as anybody in the history of the game. Man, they are finding those pals, aren't they? An armor break, really? A KO, of course. Well... that sucks. The good news is their ball carrier is not really defended. Right, so I'm going to put some pressure on them. They're going to have to pull guys back to fight the new Pestigor, and we can make that awkward. Nurgle is not an agile team. How do I want to do this? I think I want to put this guy on the Pestigor. We can control the Nurgle warrior with the beast, hopefully. If I can generate at least a push here. And I think I don't know where I want to blitz yet, so I think I'm going to hold off. Let's throw this punch. If this punch fails, I'm going to be very sad. Of course it did. Alright, well. That is a phenomenally bad start to the game. Let's try to take this guy down. Okay, we got through the armor. Unfortunately, didn't actually get him off the field, but it's good. It's a start. Let's try to open up a hole through the middle. Right, so now we can put additional pressure on the ball carrier with stat here. We need the drive to end as quickly as possible because we need to try to get as many chances as possible to get Syphil back. Although I guess ending the drive is going to deprive us of our star player as well, so that's a concern. It's not really a huge amount of point in going after this block since we both have block. I guess the odds of me succeeding on this are considerably better than the odds of me failing on this due to the fact that I have block. Probably the one-die block is actually worth taking here. I'm not going to take this one with our Chaos Warrior, though. Okay. Yeah, having one of our Nurgle Warriors taken off the field on the first turn, having 0 of their blocks fail, and then having my Beast of Nurgle immediately go really stupid is... it's not the worst thing that could have happened, right? Because all of their blocks could have taken our guys off the field. But it's very bad. It's definitely well beyond the expected value for their turn. The good news is they're way too concerned with punching and not concerned enough with protecting their ball carrier, I think. So we might still be able to get a good blitz off on him. Kind of depends on what happens over here. Because they're going to do a good job of defending against these two. But we might be able to negotiate something on this side. We'll see how it goes. Even if all we can do is put a Nurgle warrior adjacent to their ball carrier, that's still pretty good. Okay, this is good. This is good because now all we have to do is deny this guy's assist. We have a 2-die block with CTD, and then that frees the Pestigore. I mean, Rotters get injured, it happens, but... boy, oh boy, those dice are coming up. Those armor break dice are coming up positive for them today, huh? So... you know, I said that like it was going to be really easy, but actually we don't have anybody to come over here and pull this guy's assist because of how quickly all of our players have been removed from the field. Okay, so we'll put a guy on their ball carrier. If I manage to get rid of this dude, then we could have Max blitz the ball carrier, right? This guy's tackle zones are the only thing stopping me from getting to him. So what if I run the Beast over here? He'll provide the assist denial that we were looking for. Okay. Good, good, good. And then with Guard, he'll also provide assists on these dudes. And actually a push is all we need on this. Alright, come on. Just punch right through the armor. Put your hand all the way through that dude. Okay. A chainsaw is pretty likely to get through only 8 armor. Turns out Snake Eyes does not do the job, though. Well, the good news is we're all up in this dude's face. Let's see if we can clear a path for our Pestigore to join the play here. I'm not going to follow... Ooh, good kick. Because I wanted to leave this space open for the Pestigore to run through. But where do I want to put him? If I put him right here, it's pretty easy for him to get punched, but it's a little trickier for them to generate enough decent punches to go after the chainsaw too. Remember, if the chainsaw player goes down, there's a chance of him dropping his chainsaw on his own face. I would love to avoid that. I think I'm not going to move up adjacent. I'm just going to get in the area. Maybe over to here? That's a GFI. Like to here, so that nobody can be adjacent to me. Kind of midfield. Crash Cart is very important. With his speed and his ability to suddenly apply block anywhere on the field. It's a pretty important part of our defense here. Okay. Well, Ollie Stretcher is just going to get hit in the face. That is a thing that is going to happen. And he's going to tough it out, because he's a Nurgle warrior. That's what they do. I think I'm going to try to dodge away from this Chaos Warrior. I have 2 heads. Could work. Before I do that, I'm gonna just get the Pestigores all around the ball carrier. We're 1 space faster than he is, and we have a variety of skills that are relevant to the situation. Yeah, the 2 heads dodge is very, very likely to work. Okay, Pestigores on all sides. Let's see you get out of this one, Rotter. So it's pretty important that they get rid of this Nurgle warrior. Okay. That's a fine way to do that. So even if it's just a push, they'll push him to here. Yeah, that's a good move. Because if they didn't get rid of the Nurgle Warrior, right, we have the 2-die block immediately followed by the chainsaw hit. Like, the ball carrier was almost certain to be smeared. That said, they do appear to be leaving the chainsaw in position to just go at him. Okay, let's do that then. Let's just put the chainsaw through him. This isn't how I was planning to use my chainsaw, but if it... Yes, use the reroll. Okay, he got there. Rolled a 1 on the chainsaw roll. Could have been real bad. Alright, now the ball is free of interference. We could have this guy blitz. Take the 2-die block here. Just push him off. And then grab the ball and take off with it. That could be the plan. But, of course, we've already used our team reroll this turn, so let's try to have ourselves in a position where we're ready to fail this roll. In case that is what it comes to. So I think I want to free up Crash Cart to come around here. We need to hit this guy and follow up, and then Crash Cart can run through the space that the good doctor is occupying now. Guard on the Beast of Nurgle has been really, really good. Actually, maybe he just takes the blitz then? For running him over here anyway. And this way, if all I roll is skulls, it doesn't completely destroy me. Because we would still have guys adjacent. The maximum number of guys that we can put adjacent to the ball. Alright, we're ready to try that pickup, I think. I don't really care about this Rodder. This is just gonna happen. Good luck, Holly. You know, if you get knocked out, your brother's waiting for you on the bench. You guys can commiserate. Oh, and it fell to a place that we don't have a player in. That's a shame. On the whole, though, that's not a terrible position for it. And, I mean, technically it did move forward. That's something. I'm down to 2 rerolls already. We only have our pro reroll from Syphil as long as he's actually on the field. So we lost that reroll on the first turn before we had a chance to, before we even had a chance to apply it. They're not going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the ball if they don't start figuring this out. Man, did we forget to buckle the straps on the armor or something? What is up with our armor today? So I'd love to get Max another swing or 2 at Nurgle Warriors. Like, this guy would be great. So, is there any way for me to do that? Not really. They're able to put so many people around the ball every turn because they never fail their blocks. If I hit here, follow up... Max could run up and chainsaw this guy. That leaves us with no blitz. But, I mean, if all we do this half is actually take a couple of their players off the field, that would be good enough, right? So we have to push this guy to here. Then I guess I follow. Come on. Are you kidding? He rolled 1 on the foul appearance roll. This eats my blitz if I fail it. I'm going to try the reroll. He's a loner. Okay, yep. Stand up. Alright, well, at least we've got some... I don't know. Max has 4 strength. So actually, the Chaos Warrior doesn't have a trivial punchback. I didn't realize his strength isn't super relevant, so I hadn't been looking at it, because he chainsaws instead of normally blocking. But that's pretty good. Alright, so we can at least get a 2-die block here. Honestly, the both down result wouldn't be bad. Okay. So I'm still on the ball. He's not anymore. I would really like to get... Damn it. I was going to say I'd really like to get the ambulance adjacent to this Pestigore. Yeah, that's extremely bad. How many 1s have I rolled? It feels like a lot, right? Okay. Everything's fine. You know, when Nurgle's getting to you, sometimes you just gotta take a deep breath, count to 10, mute the microphone for a second, and then scream a lot. So if you'll just... you know what? I just realized I left my water on the other side of the room. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay. Better. I have water now. They're going to be able to put all of their players on the ball soon because my players have done nothing but lose every contest. So we're probably not going to score this turn, or this half, but I also think they're not going to score this half. It's a slow team. They're going to have a hard time actually getting the ball into their hands, although they've not had to use any of their rerolls yet. So I guess they will have a lot of opportunities. Hey look, they managed to not generate a POW. That's crazy. Alright, well... Maybe, I was going to say, maybe all he'll get is a push and he'll push us onto the ball and things will be good. Nope, he's going to get an armor break, actually. And I can't score a good hit with my chainsaw. They're breaking armor left and right with their bare hands. There's something for us to learn from these guys, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. Yeah. Scoring is no longer possible, I think. All we can really do is prevent them from scoring, which should be trivial. Even against a player, like a real human player, I think this would be a pretty easy position to prevent a score. But against the AI, it should be no problem at all. Alright, let's keep trying that chainsaw. Oh, what do we got? A stun. I mean, we still have a chance, I guess. It is technically possible. It'd be really cool if my guys could do some work, though. So, the ball's not in enemy tackle zones right now. We have a 3+ dodge into a pickup, and then we just take off, and somehow they fail to hit me, despite the fact that they have multiple Pestigors in blitz range. Like, they have to go for the blitz, and it has to not work. It's not impossible. Alright, dodge is pretty easy. The pickup's not too difficult. It's surviving the enemy turn that's going to be the hard part. So I suppose you just stand up to provide some cover. Actually, we should attack with the Beast of Nurgle first, because he's gonna lose his adjacent helper. I'm not using my reroll on that, because he'll just eat the reroll with Loner, or the odds of the reroll helping there in a meaningful way were too low, I think, for us to spend it, especially with us only having one more. All right, if they go for the blitz here and it fails, all they manage to generate is a push. Although they're doing it with a block guy. It's very unlikely. Yep, they found it. Yeah, if they had failed to generate the hit there, that would have probably actually been the point for us. Oh, hey, look. Something for them to try to use a reroll on. Oh, the double failure, though. That's a piece of luck. Alright, that's the first thing that's happened so far that has felt lucky. So, how do we do this? What do we do? We have a 2-die block on this Pestigor. We do this to clear Max. Max runs over and chainsaws that dude. And that, I mean, we're still in a position where we could score, actually, if this stuff works out. I don't know if I want to stand Crash Cart, because I might want him to actually run forward, although he can't get near the ball. You know what? I'm going to put him adjacent to this Chaos Warrior. If the block fails, we can at least... Or if the chainsaw fails, we can at least try to, you know... Can you just stand up for me? Okay, great. You can go to... here. Alright, I think that's all of the non-die rolling actions. This is still scoreable, actually. Okay, a push is good enough. Alright, we just give this guy the chainsaw. It happened. It finally happened. We got there. And of course, he regenerated the injury. Damn it. Well, okay. At least he's off the field. A regenerated injury is less of a detriment to your team than just having the guy get KO'd. It's a pretty big difference. Because with a KO'd guy, at least there'd be a chance he doesn't come back next play. So that sucks, but... No, there's no but. That sucks. It's just really bad. Like, really bad. You could take a 1-die block against the one that doesn't have block, with the hopes of just making it really difficult for these guys to contribute to the play. They're going to get the 2-die blitz, and there's nothing I can do to stop them, but they might be hard-pressed to follow it up on the next turn, depending on how things work out, even if it's successful. I'm going to throw punches elsewhere first. Punches that are a little bit more likely to work out. You can just go over there. Okay. If I can generate a knockdown here, it would be spectacular. A both down, on the other hand, is actually quite bad, because it means this guy's completely free. But again, I only have 1 reroll left, and I don't think I can afford to use it. The Inoculator's injured. Are you... Regeneration roll? Okay, okay. Alright, I'll take that, I guess. I cannot believe how fragile my players are. And how fragile their players aren't. That's a weird play to make. What are you doing? Why didn't he just go for the blitz? I guess he's doing this. He could blitz with this guy, is his thought. Like, he can put a guy here, blitz with this guy, and maybe the ball will be really hard for me to recover. But in fact, all he's done is push me to a position where I can probably dodge out safely. Okay, so we're gonna score on this drive, or we're gonna score on our next turn, because I want there to be an end to this drive, and then in a turn at halftime, the end to another drive, because we want as many chances as possible for Syphil to wake up. All right, hey, we made him use a second reroll on turn 7. That said, because we're gonna lose Max, I think I do throw the chainsaw hit with Max and then try to dodge out and score. Okay, I mean, he broke armor again. I can't be mad about that. The dodge is a 3+, we have a reroll. Okay. Okay. To be perfectly honest, we probably just won the game. But I'm also concerned about being viable for the next game, because this phase of the tournament is single elimination. Syphil, get up. Syphil, get up. He can get up. Okay. That's why we ended the drive as quickly as possible, so we would have a second chance. But that does mean we're going to be pretty short-handed here. And I wonder if I should... How am I going to change up my strategy to deal with the fact that I'm out so many players? And they only have 1 turn. We could do kind of a soft cowards formation. Except I can't actually... Yeah. Maybe we just... No, given the rate at which our players are getting injured, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the Beast in. I'm going to put Rotters to the side of him, and we're going to have everybody else just far enough back that it's difficult. Oh, no, that's right. We only have 1 Rotter. Shoot. If we put Chaos Warriors up, I could just generate enough fight to prevent them from overrunning me. I'm just thinking, like, you know, given the rate of our armor breaks and everything, I want to try to be pretty safe here. We can't afford another injury. What was his injury? Is he just badly hurt? Okay, no long-term effects. So he'll be back for next game. Yeah, I'm going to do this. All of our other players are deep enough that they can't really mount much of a blitz. They could get a single... Oh, good. They got an extra team reroll. I'm sure they're ecstatic about that. Yeah, they can't really generate much of an offense back here. They put their Pestigors too far back. They'll be able to throw punches at these guys, but they'll have to at least commit for it. And then we have one turn where we get to throw some counter punches, and then the drive ends, so we get another chance for Syphil to wake up. And if he doesn't, then I will be very sad.
Pick up the ball. Apparently it's more difficult than it seems.
Okay. So they actually only have a 2-die block here, right? Don't you dare break his armor. Okay. So now they have a 1-die block if they want to take it here. Ah, you got foul appearance. What's that like? And he used a reroll and got foul appearance again. And then he takes the takes the GFI into the... Yes! Injury 12. Yes. Hurt him. And he failed to regen. Okay, that was fantastic. So what happened there was he did the stupid GFI blitz thing and failed the GFI. And when he hit the ground, his armor did not save him from the impact of the floor. Alright, so you stand up. We're going to throw some punches here. Show me something. Hurt this guy. I mean, it doesn't actually matter if I follow. Alright, now I have a 2-die block here because guard is wonderful. Truly, guard is great. Break it. Break him. Okay, no break. And then we get a single blitz somewhere. Let's try to take a Pestigor off the field. Because Pestigors have 1 less armor than Nurgle Warriors, right? Yeah, so we're slightly more likely to generate a good injury here. Show me something. Okay, no injury. Still, not bad. That was not a bad outcome for that turn. Okay. Fingers crossed for Syphil. Come on, buddy. You can do it. He can't do it. He's still down. Well, the bad news is we will never be able to shorthand them. They brought 14 players. The good news is the player that we injured is one they can't really replace. A Rotter is not as good as a Pestigor with block. And we are now receiving. So how do I want to do this? Dr. Chaos Face can hold the middle of the line against 3 Pestigor, or against 3 Rotters. We can have... I mean, the Beast needs somebody to stand nearby him. I guess it should be the Rotter. And then we can put 2 Chaos Warriors on this guy. And now we just need... I guess maybe the person adjacent to the Beast of Nurgle should be here. Have the Rotter here. So the Rotter has a 2-die block against this Rotter, thanks to guard. And then if he succeeds, even just in pushing the guy, then he's denying this assist. We can 2-die block across at Luke the Infirmed, and then we have control of the middle of the field. So then we'll pull you guys back. I can't imagine this game ending in a loss for us. It seems very unlikely. The only thing we really have to watch out for is losing a bunch more players to injuries. I'm going to have him further back. Well, actually, he might... You know what? He's probably going to be our blitzer. Never mind. Okay, a high kick. That's cool. Let's have the guy with pass try to catch the ball. Nice! Okay, great. So we don't even have to make a ball pickup roll. As you have seen, that can be very important. Be very valuable not have to do that. Alright, well, we're going to try to push up this side. That's a bad start. Not going to use a reroll on it. It's a bad start.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
That is a real shame, though, because that means that we can no longer generate the extra point of strength needed here, So I was going to knock this guy down with our first punch and then have somebody run over for the assist, and then, you know, 4 strength blitz plus assist gets me a pretty good chance of taking on... Sorry, his name is Gacho Fever. That is that should be a crime. That name is so bad it should be illegal. That name is so bad that guy should go to jail for it. I was really hoping for some armor breaks. Let's see if we can get rid of this guy. Too stupid to block. Probably not worth spending a reroll on.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
Shit, man. That's really bad. I don't know if I think the Beast of Nurgle needs to be quite as bad as he is. He could have, like, Bonehead instead of really stupid. That would be okay. Well, we're pretty well defended here. And then I guess this is our blitzer. We can blitz off this zombie, make the cage, like, very, very secure. We can't blitz this dude because the beast no longer has tackle zones, which means he no longer provides an assist. That was really bad. That was a bad turn. And honestly, Crash Cart, I think you're pretty good where you are. We might be able to score again. It's definitely possible. Our Chainsaw Gambit didn't really work out. I mean, we broke a lot of armor. Honestly, the touchdown might have been more difficult if we didn't have Max. Max stunned, what, 2 or 3 guys, right? And then he dealt an injury that was meaningless. But if he hadn't been stunning those guys all the time, it's possible that the ball would have been... Actually, he was the one who knocked the ball loose, too. In a situation where it would have been kind of awkward to do it otherwise. So never mind. Max probably is the reason we have a point right now. But it's a shame he wasn't able to remove a Chaos Warrior, or one of the enemy Nurgle Warriors, rather, from the game entirely. Alright. If the Beast of Nurgle can wake up, he might be able to... Let's double pows. You gotta show both the pows, just that the enemy player knows whose team Nuffle is on. Well, what I'm saying is we might be able to push up this side of the field. If this guy can wake up and like move to here or like here, we can probably prevent a lot of the enemy players from ever moving again. In fact, that would be a GFI. I want to be in a position where I'm providing an assist on Orgus, I guess, so this is probably better than that anyway. And now this guy's awake. It would be really cool if you could get over here. Okay. Yeah, we might be able to just open up this side of the field entirely. So, how do I want to shape the field here? You're not in a tackle zone. Yeah, let's try to knock this guy down.
Get in their face.
Don't see how he'll be able to...
He just open hand slap that guy. He open hand slapped that guy on the armor so hard that it drove him off his feet. Kind of incredible, actually. It's a shame we don't have a way of knocking down Sherry Rotterdam, because this would be a really nice path to be able to take. Instead, we're going to have to run, probably, like this. That Rotter is on us, man. There's nothing I can do about that. But I also think there's a pretty good chance of it not mattering. We'll have Crash Cart make his way across here. Actually, running Crash Cart up the sideline out to like here might have been a good move for a potential passing play. I'm not really thinking like I have the ability to pass because I'm not used to having the ability to pass. The Rotter with foul appearance. His foul appearance actually works. That's very annoying. This is a team reroll. Okay. Well, at least I didn't injure myself on the punch. That's bad, but... Nope, no but. That's just really bad. Because now this Pestigore, who is fast, is free to run over to this side of the field. I was trying to knock him down, because if he had gone down, his abbreviated movement would have been enough for me to maybe not have to worry about him at all. Alright, so this guy's taking the one-die block from a side where if he gets a push, he can at least, you know... Like, this is pretty good for him, right? I don't know that I would have pushed outward. I don't know. Okay. Well, they're in pretty bad shape, right? All we need is a push here. All we need is a push here. Okay. And now we have a pretty solid opening to flee. And yeah, they're not going to be able to catch me. Well, probably get something done here. I think I'm actually going to leave Ollie down. This guy being a distraction, I think, is important enough that it's worth risking his health for. But these guys are not part of the play already. Ollie doesn't need to stand up and get 2-die blocked for free every turn for the rest of the game. This is a good place to have some guard. Alright, so this is good because now we can run this Rodder around to... I guess not around. But we can run him to here so the Beast has a little bit of an assist. And if we can knock this guy... Damn it. I was going to say if we can knock this guy down, then we have them very bottled up. Do I have my Blitz? I do, don't I? Alright. Not that this guy's terribly important, but he's in the way. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, mostly I was just trying to get Crash Cart into the play. That guy was just a roadblock. Yeah, I mean, killing a Rodder on this team is meaningless. They have so many spare Rodders that it couldn't... You'd have to kill 5 of them before it would be actually meaningful. But it is 2 star player points. And that's always nice. So, Crash Cart is now 3 SPP off of a level. Next time he scores a touchdown, he'll get a level. Man, yeah, this dude losing his tackle zones every time we need them is really, really hurting us. Okay, well this is under control, obviously. This is the reason I wanted Crash Cart to be part of the play, was so that he could do stuff like this. So he'll just run to here, blitz this guy down away from the ball carrier, and then we'll run the touchdown. Once again, drive's ending is good for us because of our KO'd player. And it's not totally impossible that we could score a 3rd point this game, honestly. If I go for this right now, it's possible that I could score a 3rd point this game. We're in a position where we're getting pretty manhandled. If this drive continues, I think that's bad for us. We're going to get punched more than they're going to get punched. I'm going to go for the G. I don't have a reroll. There's only a 1 in 6 chance of this failing, which means it will fail. For certain. But if we do this, I have 4 turns left. We could score again. We could get even more preparation. And I think I'm going to take more injuries by continuing, because of our inferior position here. I'm increasing my chance of getting injured by continuing the drive any longer than I have to. Okay, we could get a 3rd point. We could. Please, 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 please. This dude. His KO rolls have been not good. So this time we're going to actually try to hold in the middle. We're going to try to win. Right? God, being this shorthanded does suck. What is the best way to do this? I mean, this requires a lot of commitment from them, and it's hard to deal with. We could place a little bit of extra strength out at the sides to try to make it awkward for them to do that wraparound thing. And then we'll keep the Pestigors back. I'll put... You know what? We can put the Pestigors like up here, as long as they're not on the line. Because I don't want to put them far enough back that they can't get blitzed. They need to be part of the game. And this is far enough back that they can only be hit on a blitz. And these guys are just here as assist deniers to make it harder for them to clear our line. More than actually for their fighting skill. So we could try a deep kick and just like hope that we don't touch back, but I think it's a little too dangerous. If we had a player with kick, and I probably should have taken kick by now, we could try stuff like that. Okay, everybody on their team gets to move. They have chosen not to move. They like their setup for reasons that are unclear to me.
A great game so far.
So see, because I put guys out like this, they're not going to be able to do that like wrap around the outsides and get a bunch of free assists thing. And I mean, if they want to put CTD on his butt, like, oh well. It could happen. It very well might happen. It probably will happen, and we will be fine with it. Come on, bobble the ball. Let's see one of those team rerolls. Nope. It's pretty weird that they went to all the trouble of buying 4 team rerolls, and in a sense, all that extra team value is wasted because they never fail rolls, so they never need rerolls. Okay, this is really good to us. They committed a ton of players to this side, so we have an opening. Well, there's a team reroll. So their guy has blitz. We'll take the push, or their guy has blocks. So we'll take the push instead of the both down. All right, this is not bad. I think the dream of a third point is very much alive here. I guess there's... Hold on. There we go. Let me unselect my path. Alright, yeah, we are on these guys. One of us is going to hit this dude, and I think the other one is just going to run around the side and try to pressure the ball carrier, so...
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
His armor broke. Of course it did. Alright. Well. We are still putting pressure on the ball carrier. They have most of their guys are adjacent to our guys, so it's going to be hard for them to run back to cage. We're going to have to throw some blocks first, at least. Maybe they will fail their blocks. I know it doesn't seem likely. Doesn't seem like a thing that ever happens, but it is possible. Okay, so this guy's free. He has 4 moves, so he can get back to here. Yeah, they're actually totally fine. They're going to take all their 1-die blocks. Why not? Because Nuffle has chosen them. They know it. They're going to push it. This is the thing about Nuffle. You can never tell when he's going to reward you for your audacity or punish you for your greed.
Building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
Okay, that's an interesting It's an interesting way to do that. Instead of running back to the cage, this is a good position to set up a wall. It would be a lot easier for us to get through if they didn't succeed on every block all the time. So we're going to have to use our blitz to pressure the ball carrier somehow, but I'm not really sure how. Stat, with his ability to dodge out and everything, would be a really great candidate for this if he wasn't down. I think this is still probably what we do with him, but hold on. We could do that. Yeah, I don't think we can hit the ball carrier this turn, unfortunately. Yeah. We can do some damage, though, hopefully. So I'm going to run this Pastigore to here. Then we're going to blitz with Crash Cart. We're going to push the Chaos Warrior if all we get is a push. We'll push the Chaos Warrior so that he's not adjacent to the Pastigore.
At the same time.
Where do I want to end up from this? I probably don't want to end up adjacent to the ball carrier. I probably just want to move to, like... And we could go here, right? And just make them roll the dice. The dice will work for them, probably. But there's a small chance of a failure. They have 3 rerolls. The chance is really small. Maybe we run around to the back and just be adjacent to one guy? Yeah. This will make it difficult for them to move the whole cage forward, at least. Okay, good dodging. I don't think we follow up on that. Because I think my plan here has to be the Beast of Nurgle controlling these guys, because we got to get our Chaos Warriors available to get into the mix. Alright. From the way that the field looked at the beginning of our turn, I think this is actually quite a good result. Obviously, there's no chance of us losing the game. They literally can't score 2 points in the amount of time that's left. Hey, they did fail the block the first time. They at least had to use a reroll. Hey, the odds of us getting our touchdown are pretty low, though. We do still have the ability to attempt a passing play. We just don't have our passer, but we could just go for it with somebody else. I have 2 turns left. I don't think running it's going to be viable. Man, armor break on the Nurgle Warrior again, huh? Also, it started counting the timer for my turn before it gave me control, which feels kind of crappy. Yeah, just stand. Okay, so we could potentially get a hit with Dr. Chaos Face, free up CTD, and send CTD in to just throw dice at this dude. But it's pretty unlikely to work out in our favor. There's not really a play that has a chance, though. If we get Dr. Castface to throw this block and it works out.
This is going to be decisive.
Never mind. I was gonna say we could run this guy up to here, deny the assist of the Pestigore, and then try to do a dodge out and horns blitz this guy. But that was not so good. Yep, and now they're going to gang up and And 2-die block as many of our players as possible, because they're, at this point, looking to cause injuries. It is a game of spite for them. They can't continue on in the tournament, but they can make it so we also can't continue on in the tournament. And that is what they are going for. I think after the game, we need to organize a raiding party. We need to get into their locker room. We got to take their armor. And then we'll paint it so it's pretty like our armor. But clearly the stuff they're wearing is a cut above. Well, the stuff we're wearing is made of cardboard or something. Something ain't right. He's gonna throw a 1-die block at the Beast of Nurgle. You deserve that. Alright. Do we have anybody? No. We actually can't score. We don't have any players close enough to the end zone. That's a shame. If Crash Cart was one space closer, I absolutely would have sprinted for the end zone and then tried to throw the pass. So as it is, all we're really trying to do is make it hard for them to punch us on their final turn. And also, you know, it'd be cool if we could get an injury or something here. We could still get some star player points out of this. Foul appearance. Their foul appearance has fired more this game than my foul appearance has fired this entire series. I'm pretty sure that's actually true. I kind of forget about it a lot because it never happens. Okay, that was something. So, now that we can't hit this guy anymore, I guess that guy's going to get to throw a punch. We can make this better. I think I want to just dodge away with my two heads. Never mind. It was a 2+, right? Yeah, I got the 1 though. Okay, so where are they going to get to punch? They're going to get to punch here and wherever they blitz. That's not too bad. We got him down to 2 hits. Although we did give them, effectively, a free hit. In that we had to make an armor roll when our Pestigore fell. Okay, so they're blitzing here, trying to generate a 2-die block against the ambulance. But they have failed to do so. They can get a 1-die block, though, off of this guy, and they do have block. So the 1-die block is fairly likely to work out in his favor.
Ball is secure. Can the other team steal it away?
Okay. So no real meaningful injuries, right? There was a badly hurt on a Rotter, and we have him back. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Also, I do want to mention. I do want to mention we have we're definitely rerolling a 2. Okay, we rerolled into a 2. Great. And Crash Cart is the player who got the MVP, so that's a level up for us. Yeah, we have this Nurgle Rot thing, which makes it so that when we kill an opposing player, they come back as a Rotter for us. We've not managed to use that once, because the only players we've killed are players who are already rotting, and as such can't be converted. That's a real shame. I really like to have Rotters that used to be players on other teams. I just think it's funny. It's one of the cool things about this team that isn't actually meaningful, and we haven't gotten to play with it at all. It's a shame. Okay, normals on a guy who has block. So, I'm going to pick up Claws. Crash Cart is going to be a stone cold killer. That's my plan for him. He's already blitzing people all over the place because he has block and horns and stuff. We could just pick up Mighty Blow. We're going to be playing against Elven Union in a second here. Claws are not super useful against Elven Union because a lot of their players do, it turns out, still have 7 strength. Mighty Blow is pretty good against them. Yeah, okay, we'll take Mighty Blow. We don't know who we're going to fight in the final week, provided that we beat this elf team. And it may be that Claws will be more useful against that person. Let's actually, we could go look. And probably should have. before taking our level up. We can look at who got eliminated.
More money.
That's because they share the vault with the gold wizards.
So it's us, the Nihilistic Griffins, the Findoin Sprites, and the Sticky Boobos. So it is the other Nurgle team that is still in, and a Wood Elf team. So the Kislev Circus got eliminated immediately, which is a real shame. I would have really liked to play against them. And our next week game probably will, in fact, be against Nurgle. That's a shame. But I guess let's not count those chickens before they're hatched. For right now, we got to worry about this. This is a very highly ranked elf team. Let's see, they have a lineman with guard. They have 2 players who have rolled plus strength. This guy has dodge as well. They have some extra dodgers. They have a reroll, a team reroll from pro, plus 4 actual team rerolls. This guy has dodge. A lot of their players have leveled up and taken dodge. What is that? Oh, that's tackle. Okay. So it's harder to dodge away from this guy. That's not actually very relevant for us. It's probably quite good for them against other elf-type teams, though. So yeah, they have 2 blitzers who have block and dodge. That's tremendously frustrating to deal with. A catcher who has dodge. Yeah, they're just all taking dodge. Well, this is going to be a tough game, honestly. But the vast majority of their players have 7 armor. We have a couple of guys with Mighty Blow. We're good at overstrengthening them. I think we're going to be able to win this one through breaking open a couple of elves in the first half and just overmanning them. But that hasn't worked out for us so well lately. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying making it. And, by the way, I have heard people... I know people want to see actual multiplayer. Hey, SB, what's Blood Bowl like if you're playing against an opponent who isn't brain dead? I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out a thing. So come back next time. We're going to take out these nihilistic griffins. They'll be nihilists when we're done with them. And we'll see you then.